Hey, what's up, guys? I am just checking in with y'all after the version 1.1 update. I just played my second game of the year with version 1.2, which I'll be posting shortly. Lions take their first loss here, 23-15. It was a really exciting game. Even almost had a kind of Lions-esque ending if you follow the Lions kind of drama over the last, decade and a half or so of just losing tough games. But yeah, let's take a look at the a few highlights here first, and then we can jump in and just kind of see what goes from there. I'm not going to show you the Packers stuff. I do have some other videos and whatnot that I will upload really for the first 2 weeks here that I will add to the slider thread itself up on Operation Sports. Goff did take a lot of sacks. I don't really know if we have a ton of, say, highlights per se that would like help with slider discussion. I took a ton of short little videos, so we'll definitely get a look at that. Let's see, just field goals there. We did score a touchdown late. Let's see. Oh yeah, there was a couple of good plays here. So let's zoom out and just take a look here. Beautiful Lambeau Field. I forget what the down was. Can we look on the scoreboard somewhere here? What's it tell us here? It was like, I think it was a third down. I don't know, I guess that's not really accurate, but 4th and 1. Sorry, there we go. So 4th and 1 play. Green Bay is definitely looking for us to pass. And again, just kind of looking at the way the routes develop, we just kind of run a little mesh pattern here. They bring a blitz. Blitz just about gets home. I mean, again, we kind of talk about timing and whatnot, and like, yeah, of course my deep routes don't have time to develop, nor should they. We're talking about a blitz that got home. This guy came in untouched. Decker blocking inside out. It's proper blocking. So someone's gonna, you know, how many guys did they send? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They sent 7 guys. So yeah, pressure is 2 things from that, right? Pressure is gonna be there, and 2, it also means that someone's gonna be open, like wide open. And so luckily we were able to find him. Hunter Bryant here, our backup tight end, just has a ton of space. Check out the block there by 5'8" Khalid. What is his last name? I'm surely drawing a blank here. Khalif Raymond. Sorry, not Khalid. He's not the rapper, not the singer. Khalif Raymond though. Awesome block. Probably could have tried to push it in, but time was so valuable here that I did not want the clock running here as we were down by 2 scores at the time. 2 scores and 2 2-point conversions. So I believe this may have been the very next play. I wanted to try and get Hawkinson on a little ISO here. So he comes out and is just wide open, kind of as we were hoping. So again, nothing too crazy here. I just kind of roll a little bit into my protection towards Hawkinson, because again, he was by far the top read I had there, even pre-snap. And again, wide open for the score. That's Goff's first touchdown pass of the season. The 2-point conversion, which we needed. We were down by 16 when we scored this touchdown. Again, they bring a big blitz, just about gets home. Find the open receiver. We had a couple guys open. Hawkinson was open on the right-hand side there, but get the conversion. We end up getting them to punt, and then after the punt, let's see where I'm going the wrong way here. I did throw a game-ending interception here. Let's see, we had a couple other big plays here. We were just kind of taking what they give us. We were able to move the ball down the field. So again, we're down by 8 at this point. And you know, I'm looking coverage deep here. I see that one safety is kind of in a robber, but the linebacker drops back. So really, there's nobody open on this play, especially guys when near the Lions. So the receivers are bad. Hawkinson does an okay job. But again, way underneath, take the yardage we can get. He's going to be able to get out of bounds really easily. This is why I like having good receiving backs. And look at this, another great block out there by Miles Boykin, who we just picked up this week. Signed him off our practice squad. And boy, it gives us down to the 30-yard line, right? So we have a chance. And I did not have to try and, we had no timeouts. And how much time is left here? 1:10. So I wasn't like forced to do this. And I'll just let the play roll here. And so as I'm looking here, there's single coverage all over the place. And I see Hawkinson, who's by far our best option. he's got single coverage on a safety. So I'm very happy. I'm very comfortable with that read. I had pretty good protection there. You can see Ragnow was giving up that. Boy, their defensive tackle fought through a couple double teams this game. But I'm fine. As far as single coverage, now again, you have James White possibly maybe breaking open, but I don't know, doubtful. That's the right play. The problem is, again, Hawkinson, our best receiver on a safety, that's the right play, that's the right read. Problem is, their safety is Adrian Amos, who's a great player. He makes the interception, gets both feet in bounds, and that's the game. So that's the way the game ended. Through 2 picks this game with Goff. Let's take a look at team stats really quick here, and then I'll talk about the subtle change I've had in this game for version 1.2 of the slider set. Boy, our Lions defense, again, continuing to kind of play above their pay grade, and we hold the Packers to under 300 yards. Aaron Rodgers was pretty much unstoppable. We were able to run the ball. They just didn't run the ball. They didn't really need to. Again, Goff, just kind of game management, just not a lot. But there were a couple plays, I would look at a lot of my replays where I'd either take a sack or an incomplete. Oh, I missed a couple. I missed Hawkinson open in the corner of the end zone, wide open. It would have been his first touchdown, which would have given him 2 on the day, technically. So that was a bummer. Again, first downs, we kept pace with them. We actually outgained them, but a lot of that was just kind of some garbage time. Again, the turnovers, huge. Can't make mistakes against a team that's that much better than you. Third downs were tough for both teams, which is really where our defense shined. We did get 2 fourth downs. That was huge. And I'm kind of letting Dan Campbell call the plays. I'm letting him, even kind of decide when to go for it. So if it pops up that he wants to go for it, cool, I'm going to do it. Penalties, there were some called. Again, not a ton. Looking at player stats, again, Rodgers, pretty darn unstoppable. He actually cooled off a little bit in the second half. He had both these touchdowns in the first quarter. And I think they kind of started calling the dogs off early. Jared Goff is doing a little bit of Jared Goff. Again, some of that's just me. Short completions and whatnot. The 2 interceptions, though, actually had a higher average yards per attempt than Rodgers. But we had a couple longer plays there that really inflated that a little bit there. If we go and look at the Packers' run game, again, they didn't have a bad day on the ground. They just didn't run a lot at all. 1 broken tackle for Aaron Jones on 12 carries. The Lions, DeAndre Swift, 12 for 39, 3.2 yards per carry. James White, again, kind of running out of more of the pass formations, did a pretty nice job. Goff did a nice job on the ground, too, even though he got sacked at least 3 or 4 times today after not being sacked at all in week 1. And did not touch the pass block sliders. So Jamal Williams, just 1 carry. It was a touchdown. He did the Lambo leap even. Pretty cool. 3 broken tackles for DeAndre Swift. We look at receiving, again, James White, just a monster out of the backfield, just kind of drawing coverage away, taking some balls there, 74 yards. Quentin Cephas had a really nice long catch. I'll see if I can find that replay. 4 catches for 84 yards. Hunter Bryant, you saw that long play there. So distributed the ball pretty well. This looks a lot like a kind of a Lions scorecard sometimes. We're just kind of throwing the fullbacks and running backs all the time and things like that. Packers. Robert Tonyan had a nice day. Devontae Adams, I think holding him to 102 yards on 8 receptions is a success for us. And again, it wasn't as scary as it could have been. They had a bunch of drops. And I'm not really believing that those are registering as drops. Again, Rodgers had 71% completion still. And so some of those they're in the coverage. They were plays that were broken up. They weren't. There was 1 drop. There was for sure a drop on a 3rd down. And I was like, ooh, boy, we're lucky there. But I don't believe those are as rough as that probably looks. Blocking, again, oh geez, yeah, there's 4 sacks at least there. We did not get to him at all. So on the defense, again, Zadarius Smith, 2 sacks. Rashawn Gary had 1, and then Kenny Clark, who was a beast all day today. And Dean Lowry shared 1, so a total of 4. The interceptions, Adrian Amos, Chandon Sullivan. Throwing in the coverage, again, not terrible, but you can see a lot of those throws over the middle. It's just a bad habit for a lot of players, me included. That's where kind of our eyes are going. Again, we had 3 pass breakups ourselves. I mentioned I wanted to try and find that nice long play to Quintez Cephas here. I believe it was in the 4th quarter. but it must not have saved. Oh yeah, here it is. So Quintez Cephas. Now this was a, what down was this? This is 3rd and 15, right? So super important. Doesn't show us the score at the time. But I just kind of take a shot with single coverage here. I see that safety is not really playing deep, and there's really not much to do here on 3rd and 15. It's kind of one of those punt pass sort of plays. Again, you got James White open, and he's just so good at getting open. You can see he's about to break open underneath, but I don't know if that was going to get me 15 yards. So we just take a shot with Quintez Cephas here, single coverage. And Cephas is able to bring it in. He actually had probably his career game before he got hurt. I think he actually got hurt this week for the Lions in real life after having a career game. But this was a really nice play here. See if we can get that ball. Yeah, just a beautiful throw really by Jared Goff. You got Goff in the frame here. Trying to cue that up one more time here. Yeah, so pretty cool. But anyway, so the change that I made to the sliders is all I did is just bump down. I lowered the run blocking just 2 points. So run blocking for the user is now down to 25, and I thought it gave really nice results. So I will get that updated here on the thread. I'm going to go watch the real life Lions play here. And yeah, thanks guys for the support again. If you haven't checked out the sliders thread, it is up on Operation Sports. I also built a slider app this year, also up on Operation Sports, or you can just Google it. It's up on the Sim Sports Gaming website, the actual app itself. So that's it, everyone. I'm Mike Lowe. Thanks for checking things out. Reach out if you got questions. I'm on Twitter at MikeLowe47. See you next time.